The AP0V is our pneumatic scissor hand pump that can provide test pressure from 0 to 300 psi or 21 bar for a remote or off-pump gauge or pressure calibrator when your calibrator may be too large to mount on the pump. We also have the AP0V version, which uses an on-board gauge for one-handed operation and reading. Okay, let's take a look at how the pump works. There are two pressure fittings, one for your hose to gauge and one for your hose to device under test. Both hoses use our unique Ralston quick test connection for a solid hand-tight seal. Start by connecting your hoses to each pressure fitting. If you want to use a single hose with a T, you can simply cap one of the pressure ports on the pump. Connect either hose to your calibration gauge, as both hoses are being pressurized from the same source. Connect the other hose to the device being calibrated. Make sure the isolation valves on the device under test are closed to prevent fluid or gas from being sent into your test pump. Also make sure the device under test is vented prior to connecting to it. Then close the bleed valve. With the bleed valve closed, pressurize the system by actuating the pump until you are close to your first test point pressure. Let the system stabilize for a minute, as the air will warm under pressure and the reading may drop as it cools. Then use the vernier adjustment to change the pressure incrementally. You can use this to fine adjust up or down to achieve a precise setting. If you're unable to stabilize the reading and it is declining, be sure the bleed valve is closed tightly. Once you reach your test point, compare the reading to the device being tested. To step down to a lower test pressure quickly, use the bleed valve on the side of the pump. Move through each test point in the same manner, pumping or bleeding the system and adjusting the vernier as necessary to achieve an exact pressure at each test point. When your test is complete, open the bleed valve and depressurize the system. Then just disconnect the hoses. You can pack the pump, hoses, and accessories in an optional case for protection and move on to your next test. Ralston's pneumatic scissor pumps make calibrating simple to do with one-hand operation. And with a rugged and easy-to-service construction, they're designed to hold up for years and keep working flawlessly test after test. For more information on our hand pumps and other products, visit ralstoninst.com.